change who you're good to. And by that I mean, don't allow anyone and everyone in your life, as not everyone can be in your life. You can't please everyone. You really can't. And that's just a false idea that you may want to do. And it's like, some people will just hate you for the most random reason. So really just decide, who do you want in your life as you're moving through life. Because in my personal experience, I've had nothing but amazing people just in my life. People who encourage me, people who I just could have fun with, just enjoy my time. Because even if we go throughout the years of school, high school, even now, if we start out in middle school, I constantly had friends who were just, it was just all good vibes. Never had no arguments, never had no problems. We never did anything of that sort where it's like you would have to question their personality or their judgment or their character, because it's like you couldn't trust them, or I couldn't just put my faith in them in a way. Because it's crazy to see that nowadays it's like people are so shut off from other people, when in reality I believe like having people or a community or just positive people in your life, like it can just make your life feel so much more happy, so much more satisfying. Especially if it's people who share the same kinds of not goals, but same kind of ambition as you, if you want to achieve more. Because it's one thing, you have friends you can always just have fun with, but then when they're also on top of that setting goals for themselves, and just you're both just bouncing off each other's ambition, it's like, it's a crazy combination. And the more people you can have that share that and can bring you information and just things, encourage you, just remind you or hold you to a standard, it's like you can only grow, you can only just see happiness in that. Because I've seen like people who just don't necessarily care for each other. It's kind of like a tit for tat, like you do this, you do that, I do this for you, you do that for me. And it's like, sure, on one level it's like sometimes that has happened. Like think of it, like if you have a teacher, it's like you can be cool with the teacher, but it's like it's because he's your teacher. Like there's certain rules and roles set in place for that. It's like, what is the relationship based on? What is the foundation? And what do they mean to you, and what do you mean to them? Because just personally I believe it's like, if you have positive and amazing and encouraging people who also share like an ambition for bigger things, I want to do more. If you want that personally, it's like you can only expect great things. You really can. And what really brought this about was just realizing that, like, I've seen a few of the other side, but what really brought it about was just thinking, just being there, sitting there. I'm like, wow, I'm glad I have the people I do in my life, and there's more people to come. Who I'll share connections with, even through YouTube and just the community in itself. It's like, you don't want to give your energy to everyone, because of course you can be cordial and just kind to everyone, of course, like just be a good human being, just be positive. But at the same time, it's like you can't allow everyone in your life, like especially if they want to drag you down to their level. I'm sorry, I can't accept it. I can't accept you in my life. Like, because honestly, if they drag you down, what is the use of keeping them? And by use, I mean like, what is the purpose of them being around you? They're just draining you. They are like a leech, like a anchor. They're just holding you down. And for what reason do you want to stay in that? Just because you have some memories? Sorry, no, not with where I'm going, not where I envision myself to be. But I've yet to experience like truly someone who just wishes the worst for me. I've only seen just positivity and just on several levels, whether it's just close friends, just friends, acquaintances, just teachers, whatever it may be, my employers, on every level it's just been positive. And I think what really helps it is your attitude. Your attitude. Like, what is the kind of energy you bring in? What is the kind of person that you are? Who are you? And how do you act? And it's like, because if you walk into a place and you're just happy, you're just smiling, you're just, however you may be, just calm but smiling, like, you bring a sort of different energy than someone who's mean mugging, just looks angry, just whatever. It's like, who would you rather talk to? And now that person who looks angry, they could be an amazing person. They could be going through something. They could just have, something going on that's bugging them. So it's like, I feel like that's too broad of an example, but even so, I guess it's how do you want to just appear to other people, if you want to consider that, because at some level we're all influenceable. We see someone and they're smiling, they're laughing, that makes you want to smile and laugh. That makes you just feel happy, that makes you feel good. You see someone sad, you just kind of feel for them, or you empathize, or you just feel sad. And we only got so much energy, so much time, so it's like, where is our attention going? Where is it going? And where is it focused on? Because it's like, we can't have our eyes and mind and ears and hands in so many different places. It's like, you're gonna wear yourself thin. Instead, if you're like laser focused on a few things that you personally enjoy or personally just care for, people you care for and they care for you, it's like, I'd much rather want that. I'd much rather want that, because let me take a sip. I know in these recent videos I keep taking sips of drinks. I just be getting thirsty. That's really what it is. Because I drink so much liquid, I guess, like water. I mean, this is tea though. This is the Arizona green tea with the ginseng and honey. Amazing, by the way. The best one though is definitely the green tea with apple juice. It's so rare to find, but trust me, it is so good for just like a calm little side drink, just to have. Oh, it's so good. And I mean, back to the topic, I guess, right? The whole reason why he clicked on this, just change who you're good to. You cannot be around everyone. You really can't. Because if they think of it, if they also put you at risk, and there's risk in many things, I'm talking about bad risk, where you can get in fights, you can potentially get killed, you can potentially lose your life. That's the better way to put it. Or you could get put in circumstances where it's like the outcome and what you gain from it doesn't outweigh the benefit. Like the risk is greater than the reward. It's like, nah, I'm good. Don't allow yourself to be in that. Don't. Because again, what do you gain? When the risk is so much greater than the reward, the potential loss is so much greater than the reward. It's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And it's like, people who constantly keep getting in trouble, it's like, you don't want to be around that. Honestly, being honest, I don't want to be around it. Why? Just because that short-term energy where it's just like aggression and just, if anyone does this or says this, I'm gonna fight or something along the lines like that. It's like, no, it may feel good just to feel that sort of aggression or whatever feeling it may be, then the risk that comes with it, or what comes with it, honestly, getting caught up, losing your life, going to jail, getting charged. No, honestly, just draw a line in the sand and accept, hey, I'm not going with that. I'm not cool with that. Like, what do you want in your life? Who are the kinds of people you want in your life? And again, it's like, back to you, it's like, who do you see yourself as? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be, and how will you get there? What is the kind of mindset, the attitude, the vision you have for yourself? As that is the main point. That is the main point. Just people along the way, it's beautiful. They can see you change, they can see you grow, they can help you. Because we are all connected in any way, you know? And we can meet people. We can always meet new people. Even if you live in a small town, it's like, now look, we got cell phones. We got all the apps on them. You got you got Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Discord. What are those online things like Omegle? That's gone now, isn't it? But you got all these apps just to connect with people. And even so, it's like, if you even live in a bigger city, or even just anywhere, you can just meet someone anywhere. You can walk in a grocery store and just talk to someone, just see. And, you know, if you really connect with them, who knows where it could go? Who knows where it could go? So if you're ever just lonely, just understand, like, you're not the only one who's lonely. There's other people out there wanting to be reached out to. And if you have the courage to reach out to people, and it's like, you can make them just feel alive, I guess. Alive and just happy and joyful, and just bring positive emotions to them, then that's an amazing thing. That's an amazing quality. And I guess just what helps with conversation too, like let's say you go out to meet people, what really helps you is obviously experience, just talking to people. But then I feel like, I know that it's like what's the word? Experiences also play a huge role in that. You got so many stories, so many things to share, so many things to talk about. It's like you can never run out of things to talk about. And think of it also, it's like you're meeting someone new. You don't know them. You can talk about anything. And then you can kind of gauge like what they like, what they don't. And you can even ask it. It's like, hey, what do you like to do? It's like, and then just talk about it if it's something that you genuinely know about and care about and are interested in, you know? And you'll just find people who are just meant to be in your life, or just meant for you, you know? Even if anything else, you know, we're building a community here. We're building something here for us. A like-minded community with different experiences, different insights, knowledge. And it's like, we could all just meet people in the most random circumstances. And so just don't shy away from meeting new people. As I went on that whole thing of change who you're good to, it's like, I guess you got to find out what are your standards, what are your rules that you even set for yourself, you know? Because if it's like you don't lie, you would most likely want someone who's also not a liar. So you don't talk behind people's backs. You also wouldn't want someone who's like that. And just figure out things, and you'll learn if you ask yourself. Then you can meet people along the way who just have that same kind of mentality as you. So it's like, it's never too late just to find the right people for you. It's never too late. Because look, we're still breathing. I can still move. You can still move. You're watching this video right now, so that means you're alive. You're able to do something. And with that being said, I just kind of want to leave it off there, as hopefully something resonated. As this was just off the top of my head, all of it. Like, I mean, every video is really, but like, I don't know. This is just me talking. This felt more like a late night talk than just like a more focused, intentional kind of video. But even so, I like this video, and I'm probably gonna have to watch it back as who knows if I realize something within my own words, or make me remind myself of something. Because, with that being said, I want to just leave it off there. Dreamers turning dreams into reality. Love you.